Do your friends with families think that it's hard here without anyone from their, like...
They do. I have two of my friends here. One is a guy and one is a girl, and they both would love for their families to be here because they find it hard, you know, like if you're at home and your family's at home and you need somebody in a pinch, it's easy to call your family, but when you're here and you don't have family, it's very hard to find somebody to help you out or, you know, do whatever. You can't always be relying on your spouse's family for everything. They feel like they're pushing the limits, you know, by asking them to do things or to help out all the time.
Do their families visit a lot?
They do, but they pretty much probably once a year they come over. They try and come over for the big things like communions, but you know, if they can come for birthdays, they'll come for birthdays. Like one of my friends' father's coming over for Thanksgiving this year, and her mother was here for her daughter's communion earlier in the year, so they try and come in every now and then, but it's hard at home to make all your holidays coming here too, because you've got other stuff and other people to see and places to go and whatever. You don't want to necessarily be coming to the same place all the time.
Is it hard to like just come here for vacation, how your families do?
To get visas to get in and out?
Yeah.
No. I think they changed the law there recently, I think, and you can apply for a visa now and get... It used to, when I came here first, it was hard to get holiday visas to come to the States. You had to prove you had a job. You had to prove that you were employed and stuff so that you weren't coming here and staying illegally. Sorry. But now immigration has gotten way tighter. They do fingerprinting now at the airport. They do iris scans at the airport. So if you come in and stay past your visa, you can't ever go home and come back again. But now I think you apply for a visa now and it's good for 2 years to come back and forth, so it makes it that much easier. Was
finding your first job here difficult?
It was, because I kept going into places. When I came here first, I worked as a chef, and I went downtown to a few places, and you know, there were also, some of them only did interviews on Mondays, and you know, places like that, and it's all, a lot of it's who you know and someone to help you get a foot in the door, and once then you're in, you're okay. But it's the same everywhere, I suppose. You have to, you know, it's great if somebody can do something for you. It's plus people wouldn't have known what places I worked and the references I had. They wouldn't have anyone to check because they weren't going to call Ireland for them. But I got a job in an Irish restaurant not too far from my house, so it was great. I worked there for 2 or 3 years when I came here first, and I loved it. But working in the restaurants is very tough. It's all nights, it's all weekends, it's all holidays when everyone else is off and stuff like that. So I did it for I think 3 years full time when I came here first, and then I had friends who were nannying, so I ended up doing that, and I still worked part time in the restaurants for a while. And you know, I love nannying. Did a lot of babysitting when I was younger, and you know, I really enjoy kids, so I ended up deciding that's what I was going to do, and ended up, after I worked in restaurants, I'd say for 5 or 6 years, and then ended up not doing that anymore, so I've been full-time nannying now for 10 or 11 years.
Have you found like it easy to find friends here once you got here?
Well, there was a huge Irish scene in Chicago. Like when I came here first, the guy at immigration was like, made a joke about setting up a little Dublin in the area I was moving to, and there's a lot of Irish over here, and plus there were a lot of like you meet people at the parks and stuff like that. But plus, I mean, everyone else some of your friends made friends, you became friends with them, and you know, I made lots of friends when I came here first. As I said, the scene was a lot of people around. I think a lot of them now are married with children and families and stuff, that they're not out as much, but no, we made some good friends, and the friends that I made are all still my friends now, which is nice.
You said that you live with one of your friends. Is that one that came over with you, or did you meet her here?
I met her here. I worked for one family, and she worked for their friends, and they were saying one day, oh, you should meet her, we have an Irish nanny, you should meet her, and I was kind of like, well, just because we're Irish doesn't mean we're going to be friends. But finally we ended up meeting up and we became really good friends, and we've been roommates now for a long time, so sometimes they're right.
How many families do you nanny for now?
2. I work for you, and I've been working for you for a very, very, very long time. And I work for another family in Western Springs that actually a friend of mine used to babysit for years and years ago, but I work for them now, and pretty much most of my babysitting has been in the Western Springs, Hinsdale, Clarendon Hills area, so it's been all around this area, so it's, yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. And it's nice because I've been with people so long that, you know, I haven't really had to look for a job, because people would, if I knew I had a day free or a time free, I was known in the area, so it worked out well for me.
Alright, thank you.